she passed away in her sleep. It was likely peaceful and painless. At least, we want to believe it was. I am her replacement, Chief Judge Alanis.
Congratulations on your promotion.
I must insist, you could have easily claimed this title. Why didn't you?
It's not the kind of judge I am, or will ever be, regardless if I'm overqualified.
Very well. Let's proceed with the night's agenda. Have you got any update on this midnight surfer?
Male, on the young side, a punk thrill seeker. After he scared an old can to death 2 nights ago, I'm making him my top priority.
Good luck, Dredd.
The moon is full, the air is crisp and clear. A perfect night.
Dredd here. I see your surfer. Now flying south, Sector 42. Drock, he's heading straight for Manfred Fox Tunnel. Emergency squads to Fox. There's gonna be a pileup in there.
In the center of your board is the throttle pad. The harder you press, the faster you go. Taking your foot off the board automatically returns you to hover. It looks easy when you do it, Chopper. Practice, Dennis. That's all. Come on, everybody. In the air, try it. How'd you get on last night, Chopper? Triff shot the Fox. Manfred Fox Tunnel? You made it through? Like, wow. Reckon I'm ready for the Super Surf now, Flip. I can win it. I know I can. Here on the Juve Rehab program, we try to help our young perps readjust to life on the outside, Judge Dredd. Their future is, of course, bleak. We teach them an interest, something that will help them come to terms with the long, empty years ahead and, well, let's be frank, the utter pointlessness of their existence.
And yet 91% of them still end up as old perps.
We can't win them all. Now take young Chopper, Marlon Shakespeare, a perfect example. He's so expert on that board, he teaches the other Jews now. Yet when he came here, he was a die-hard scrawler.
I know, I arrested him.
When you loop, sure you get enough speed, so the centrifugal force holds you into the board. If you don't, it's wipeout. And always, always make sure your billy cord is ankle tight, otherwise you're talking terminal wipeout.
How are you getting on in here, Marlon? Setting a good example, I see.
Yes, sir, I try to, sir.
You're good on that board. Very good. Wouldn't happen to know anything about the Midnight Surfer we're after.
Me, sir? No, sir. I'm keeping my nose clean now, sir.
I came here to issue you Jews with a warning. Low-level sky surfing is not only dangerous to you and to others, it is against the law. Any of you caught at it will be subject to the harshest penalties. I hope that's understood. Didn't need a lie detector to tell me that he was lying. We found our Midnight Surfer, or I'm a month's pudding. Dredd to control. I want 24-hour surveillance. Suspect, Marlon Shakespeare. Tommy McArdle block. With a little luck, he could be our link with Super Surf 7.
Reckon he's onto you, Chopper? Nah, if he was, I'd be decorating the inside of a cube by now.
Gotcha. Location 6, 2 hours. Be there. Damn, location's in code. Have to rely on the cameras. He's coming out now.
Ah, heck. Spying the sky cameras. They're onto me. Hey, put me down! Sorry, pal, but I need entry money fee for the Super Surf 7.
Dredd here. Witnesses report our surfer went down into the tubes. So either he's made it, or he's splattered all over the downline. Either way, we've lost him.
Chopper's coming in quicker than most are comfortable with. You keep saying he's the best for a reason. The other surfers are just trailing behind, as if they're afraid. But shouldn't they be? Riding that tunnel against traffic is suicidal. Not for my boy Chopper. I'm still betting against him. Either he's soup or maybe the judges will catch him. They'll never catch him. But didn't Dredd put him away once for diving off the Statue of Liberty? They'll never catch him again, I meant. Looks like he's done for. Ah, darn it. Not only that, but dead last now. Shut up! No! I was supposed to be the champion. Oh.
Marlon Shakespeare.
The name's Chopper.
Shakespeare, Chopper, you're just plain crick to me. Move.
You could have waited. You could have waited till the contest was over. You at least could have waited. I'm the best surfer.
The best illegal surfer.
I ain't going back until I win. So you just back off.
I'm gonna give you one last warning.
Never going back. Just hope it's not too late.
It is Dredd to control. Marlon Shakespeare, aka Chopper, aka the Midnight Surfer, is down and out. The Super Surf 7 has been cancelled. 95 reported dead due to this contest. Headed back to the halls of justice as soon as I round up the rest of the surfers. Shouldn't be long with backup on its way. Over and out.
Never seen a corpse like this, Dredd. It's just a sack of skin and bones, like his whole insides have been melted.
Got any ID?
Yeah, one Stig Maben. Last seen en route to an all-night chub-up in Sector 77. We'll have to take this one into the labs. We've got no idea what caused it.
I'll follow on. Well, Doc?
To put it simply, Dredd, he's been eaten. Note these puncture marks. The victim has been injected with a powerful protozyme which liquefied his innards. The resulting, soup was subsequently sucked out through the same wounds, like a spider.
Reckon it could be one. A mutation?
It's the only explanation I can think of. If so, it's a biggin.
I'll get pest control onto it.
You've been off planet a long time, Citizen Hurd. What brings you back?
Homesick, I guess.
He'll be a lot sicker by the time he's been here a couple of days. Next. It just vacated. My terms are monthly, in advance. You'll do your own laundry and cleaning. No cooking in your room. No parties. No loud noises after 10 p.m.
Alone at last. Safe to cast off this repugnant can form.
I've fasted long enough on this voyage. My next victim, all alone. Let's hope others don't come looking for him. No loud noises after 10 p.m. Yes. I must ask you not to disturb me for the next 3 days. Please respect my wishes.
Hershey.
A local vagrant Dredd. Same condition as the first reported. Sucked dry.
Have you got anything?
Something here. Pretty heavy rainfall in the sector last night. Someone left these.
Prints. So if it was a spider, it was wearing boots.
That'd be a funny sight, wouldn't it?
Have we heard from the crew of the Abra-Nectra?
They don't recall bringing in any strange passengers. This alien knows how to hide. Perhaps one of those cursed Earth brutes are keeping a big spider as a pet.
No. I figure this has got to be an outsider. Someone or something who doesn't know city ways. How about this from the computer? Species, Nosferatu. Planet Garlock. 8th world of Callisto. An intelligent predatory race who feed by injecting digestive protozymes which liquidize the innards of their prey. Feared and reviled by the planet's dominant species, the Gars. They've been hunted almost to extinction.
And you reckon we've got one here?
Makes a lot more sense than a spider and boots.
But how could it have gotten in unnoticed?
It's a shape changer. That's how they've survived this long on Garlock. Our boy could have arrived in can form. The 6-monthly shuttle from Callisto came in 8 days ago. That ties in. 3 days before we found the first body.
So how do we find it?
Check the train station security tapes. We've got to start somewhere. Let's get busy.
Dredd, come in, partner. I'm in Citizen Dudley Hurd's apartment. Another victim sucked dry. Looks like I found our can.
Judge Hershey, are you okay?
Yeah, but he's gone, isn't he?
Go find him. Hello, sir. I'm Deadwood. I'm responding to that job offer. And the apartment upstairs.
Well, sure. I need a dishwasher. Pays not much, but it's free rent.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I'll just need to run a background check.
What have you got there, Dredd?
Tracker beasts from Nosferatu's homeworld. I sent for them 2 weeks ago. They can pick up his trail easy.
What about Side Division?
This spider alien is a negative emitter. Thusly can't be tracked by them. And you may have seen both of his faces, Hershey, but these things can pinpoint his exact location.
Have we heard back from his homeworld?
Yes. He's known as Nosferatu. He got the death penalty for several murders, but escaped before it could be administered. Now find him before he feasts again.
It will be done, Chief Judge.
I know you two will make great partners.
It's got a scent. Let's ride.
Hey, no pets allowed. This is a restaurant, not an animal shelter.
He's working with us. Hershey, is this him?
No,
Citizen, have you met anyone new recently?
Well, what do you mean?
he's stalling. Dredd, above us. Don't let him brainwash me too. Or worse.
Come on out, you spider can freak. Dread to control. Scratch one spider can.
That's it for you, Nosferatu.
Hey, Dubbies. Wanna get smart? Wanna increase their brain powers? Try Auto Thump's new Smart Sweets. Jimbo Prince did, and this is what happened to him. Why are you crying, Jimbo? 'Cause I'm so stupid. Sure tastes good. Never mind the great taste, Jimbo. Do you feel any smarter? What's for dinner? That's close enough. Hooray for Smart Sweets. Take it from me. You gotta be dumb to buy Smart Sweets.
We've had Smart Sweets analyze Dredd. Harmless flavorings in a cellulose base. Nothing illegal. Nothing that'll make you any smarter either. Just to be sure, we pulled in a bunch of dummies. Been feeding them the stuff for 3 weeks. They're just as dumb as ever.
So the advertisement's misleading.
Strictly speaking, no. The advert makes no specific claims for the product. It even points out you have to be stupid to buy the sweets.
Yeah, and there's a million citizens out there just dumb enough to be taken in. Okay, I'll have a word with Otto Sump.
Judge Dredd, you startled me out, buddy.
I'm nobody's buddy, Sump. Least of all yours. I want to talk to you about your latest con job. You're selling a product that doesn't work to a market that's too stupid to know it.
Smart, huh? My best scam yet.
You're deceiving the public.
They're deceiving themselves.
I want it stopped.
You can't make me. I'm doing nothing illegal.
I'll be back.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna rob that bank.
We got you these Smart Sweets so you'd stop being so stupid.
Well, I was taking the Smart Sweets, and I got the idea to rob them. So I'm gonna rob them.
Don't do it.
I want all your money. What are you talking about?
Where's the cash? I'm sorry, sir, there's no cash. All transactions are done by computer now. Everybody knows that. Duh.
Okay, dummy, you're under arrest.
Thanks, Judge.
Somebody help me.
Keep quiet, lady, and give us the purse.
Let her go, punks.
Should we run for it? No, I think we could take him. You sure? Yeah, let's do it. He's no match for us now that we've had Smart Sweets. Oh, yeah. Well, I took more Smart Sweets than him, so...
I watched him come to me so strong and sure. Oh, Judge Dredd.
What are you doing out here all alone? You crazy?
I couldn't sleep. Thought I'd go for a walk.
Dangerous place for a stroll, miss.
Bella Bagley.
Okay, Bella. Hop on my lawmaster. I'm taking you home.
In a daze I clung to him, feeling the hard ripple of muscle beneath his uniform. Strength that could snap me like a twig. Yet he hadn't. He had rescued me. My judge. My shining knight carrying me to safety. It was like a dream. I abandoned myself in the comforting embrace of the law can.
I'm making this an official warning, citizen. Venturing onto the waste ground could constitute incitement. We catch you there again and you'll do time.
Yeah, sir. Even his parting rebuke, it seemed to me, was not without affection. A woman will excuse many things when she is in love.
Bella, honey, your mother and I were worried sick about you. Where were you?
Fell in love with a can. Just went for a walk.
Time for bed. Your big 20th birthday party is coming up in a couple of weeks. Excited?
Yes, Mom. But not as excited as I was with Dredd. I wrote to him that night and told him of my feelings. I knew there would be problems, but two in love only needed their love for one another anyway. I wrote to him the longest letter I've even written. 10 pages. I suppose I could have cut it down to 8, but I didn't care. This mattered more than anything. Not sure anything else would matter now at all.
Otto Sump, I have a perp's confession for you. They wouldn't have committed the crimes if they hadn't taken smart sweets.
That's highly debatable.
We have it on record. A serious crime committed as a direct result of taking your sweets.
Oh.
How would you like to debate it from inside of a cube, say for the next 5 years or so?
All right, that's right. You win. I'm closing down.
Good. I knew you'd get smart sooner or later.
It's that boy again, isn't it?
My baby's in love. Bella, if the letter doesn't work, don't fret. Just call him.
It'd be better if you just got over it.
You're right, Mom. I'll call him right now.
Come in, Judge Dredd.
I'm here.
Her name's Bella Bagley. You gave her an official warning for potential incitement.
Okay, patch her through. You want me, citizen?
At that moment, my nerve failed me.
Come on, spit it out. I haven't got all day.
I have some information for you. Can you meet me? Say, Lovebird Walk. 8 o'clock tonight. He was an hour late, but I understood. He was a judge. He had other calls on his time. I had to see you. You didn't answer my letter.
What letter? All crank mail is dealt with by computer.
Then you don't know. Oh, Judge Dredd. I love you. I want to be with you always. You and me together.
What are you raving about?
I'll look after you so well. I'll darn your socks and polish your gun. Run your bath. Everything for you. Just what you always wanted in a wife.
Wife? Get this straight. I don't love you. I'll never love you. I am incapable of loving you. I'm a judge, and the only thing I love is the law, which right now you happen to be breaking.
Are you playing hard to get or what?
I mean, wasting a judge's time is a serious offense. I'm putting you away, creep.
No. Please, if I can't have you, I don't want to live anymore.
Brock, you're a worse case than I thought.
Oh, Dredd. You're so masterful.
Let's have no more hijinks from you. One for the psycho cubes.
Don't blame yourself. I understand. You had to lock me away. You're a judge. It's your job. One of these days you'll see things differently. Then we'll be together. I'll wait for you, darling.
Chief Judge Alanis, you requested us?
Dredd. Urshi. We have a problem in the Undercity threatening to spill out onto Mega City streets.
What problem?
A cannibal gang have been snatching citizens, dragging them below and feeding on them.
Disgusting.
They'll be dealt with.
32 reported missing in the last 24 hours alone. No mercy.
Come on, Hershey.
Are you sure this thing's safe?
You asked for more help around the apartment, didn't you? I found him at a rehab center, and they found him in the cursed earth, buried, and all but dead.
Alright, big howdy, folks. I'm Mean Machine.
Mean Machine? Doesn't sound too nice to me.
It's only a name. I seem to recall his exploits, but he's not the same after rehab. Trust me, he's been totally lobotomized. Not an ounce of aggression left. Look, I can switch him right up to 4. Come on, Mean, butt me. Plant it right here on the head.
No. Headbutts ain't nice.
What if I slap you around some? You gonna fight back?
I'll just have to run away. Please don't.
See what I mean? Okay, I'll leave him with you.
Very well. We'll let him get some rest now. Then it's your time.
Chore time. Whatever you say, miss. Looks like we found those nasty cannibals.
Too late to save that poor can.
But not too late to make sure that this is their last meal. Lock and load. You should never interrupt a cat while they're eating. See any more?
No. But it's as the chief judge said. We can't let it spill out onto the streets. And that's where they must be headed next.
In Megacity News today, the justice system has assured the public that the Undercity will be cleared of all cannibals in a matter of hours. Judge Dredd is personally leading the charge against these monsters.
Dredd? Dredd?
Hope you've got enough rest. Because I want this apartment vacuumed by the time I get back from the mega mall.
Don't forget to take out the trash.
Seems even a lobotomy couldn't get rid of my hatred for Dredd. The dirty, low-down, yellow-bellied law rat. I'll fight him. Control. I want an H-Wagon overhead. Ultra-scan surveillance.
Check.
More aluminum gorged upon by those maniacs.
Gonna bite that bitch judge's throat out. Oh.
Thanks, partner.
That seems to be all of them in this vicinity, doesn't it?
Let's hope so. Now what? How about a bite to eat?
I'm gonna circle the block up above, just to be sure. Then you're buying.
Of course. It's my turn after all. What are you in the mood for?
Food.
Sounds good. What happened?
Laser fire.
Come on out, Dredd.
Mean machine. You should have stayed dead.
You shouldn't have killed my brother. My only family.
Wait, stop.
He was all the cursed earth left me.
He's really mad. Intel reports he was rescued by bleeding hearts after presumably blowing up in the cursed earth. Repositioned as an assistant to a semi-rich family. Must have heard your name in the news and got riled up.
I don't care. You hear that, Mean? I'm putting you down.
Shut up and die, Judge.
We know you're pissed off. But all this violence isn't going to solve anything.
Don't talk, shoot.
Another day in Mega City 1. Huh?
He's firing rockets.
No telling how many will perish.
Shit, I'm out.
He's out.
I'll have my revenge or die trying. You just try and follow me.
I was merely trying to coax him out, Dredd.
I understand.
All I ever did was mind my business. But Dredd, he never minds his.
He's close, I know it.
Why did you stop? You sense something, don't you?
Yeah, a trap. I'm sure it's a mine. Stand back, Hershey.
Wow. I don't know how you saw that.
It's my bionic eyes.
Ah, of course.
I'm headed in.
Careful.
Oh! Oh, my arm!
The kick caved his metal face in.
All in a day's work, Hershey.
It always starts the same way. I'm in a hall of mirrors. Running. Trying to get away. I can taste the terror in my mouth. I can smell my fear. Death is behind me. And getting closer. I always wake up screaming. Not a dream. A nightmare. It's driving me crazy. I'm afraid to go to sleep.
Is it the same one, Dredd?
Yes.
Rosemary. Why would he be after you?
4 years ago, I did something awful. I just have this feeling he's going to find out what I did.
And you're not gonna tell me.
Rosemary, I know what you did.
Rosemary, you mustn't torture yourself like this. They're never gonna find out.
But what if they do? Judge Dredd.
Rosemary Holder, did you or did you not drop a plastic pack of strawberry jam on the mezzanine floor of the James Keller block 4 years ago? And did you or did you not fail to notify the floor superintendent? And did that jam not lie there for 2 entire days, causing a nuisance and potential hazard?
Please. I'm sorry.
Patient Rosemary Holder screams a lot, whimpers. Otherwise, total withdrawal. She seems to be trapped in some sort of nightmare loop. Psycho scans have narrowed the problem down to a deep-rooted guilt complex involving, as far as we can tell, you and a pack of strawberry jam. She's just a typical case. We have several hundred of them here. Some minor misdemeanor can be as trivial as a simple littering offense. Becomes magnified out of all proportions. Afraid to confess to the law. Afraid not to. Always the specter of retribution looming over them. Eventually, the guilt and fear overwhelms them. They lapse into a full-blown psychosis. We call it the Dredd Syndrome.
You're saying I'm the cause of this?
Not you specifically, but with your reputation as the city's most feared lawhound, it's natural that you should become the symbol of the law in all its harshness. To these poor, twisted minds, you are the face of terror. We can do little for them, I'm afraid. The only real cure lies in prevention. Change the system that drives them insane. Gets rid of the judges.
No chance. Without us, it'd be the law of the jungle out there. I guarantee you within 24 hours there wouldn't be any institutions like this to put the loonies in. No. If a few thousand screwballs is the price we've got to pay for law and order, I'm for it.
But how do we know? Only because you say so. It's been so long since we tried any other way.
That's dangerous talk, Doc. Keep at it and you're liable to end up as one of your own patients.
Let the first law be that I am the law. And let the second law be that what I say goes. And let the third law be that anyone who says different's a dead cat. Court of Redburg is now in session. All rise for His Honor, Judge Joe Dredd.
You're not Judge Dredd.
That's Hagen talk. Officers, subdue that little runch. This here's my court, and if I say I'm Judge Dredd, then by crud I am. Rocket, you've committed a crime so evil, so downright heinous. It's my sworn duty to wipe you off of the face of the earth without further delay.
No.
Now let's see here. You others are charged with just passing through. What do you gotta say to that?
What kind of court is this? We got separated from our heck track. We only stopped to ask for directions.
What's the law book say about asking for directions?
Nothing, Judge.
Okay, take a law. Let the 944th law be that asking for directions is hereby a crime punishable by confiscation of all goods and chattels. And death, of course.
Death? But you can't. It's not fair.
I'll decide what's fair, lawbreaker. And you're fair getting on my nerves with your warning. Take 'em up to Knee Pad Hill. Let 'em dig their own graves. No sense in us working up a sweat.
Bike rider incoming. It's Judge Dredd.
What's going on here?
We ain't doing nothing illegal, Judge. These creeps been sentenced to death fair and square.
On whose authority?
Mine. Judge Dredd, sir. This is an honor. You're something of a hero to me. In fact, you might say I modeled myself on you.
Judge Dredd. Oh, thank God.
Abner and Gabner's Weinstock. You left the city without paying your exit tax. You're going back for 6 months.
Oh, yes, please. Just get us away from this maniac. He's going to kill us for asking for directions.
This true?
This here's the courthouse. It may be rough and ready, but it's the only law we got around here. I found this magazine. Had a big pull-out of you and a lot of fine words. It said how you was keeping the city streets clean and shooting up folk and breaking heads and doing what you do dang well pleased. And I thought, why, that's just what we need around these parts. Some good old-fashioned law and order.
Law 27. Brown shoes don't make it penalty. Death. Law 28. Cuffing in the courthouse and or clearing of throat is a heinous offense. Penalty. Death.
Pretty neat laws, huh? Make 'em up to suit the situation. Nobody escapes justice in my court. Now you're here, we're gonna have us a celebration. Boys, get out here and scour the Radlands. Round us up some perks. We're gonna give us double justice.
Hold it. You don't know the meaning of justice, creep. You're out of your tiny mind. A certifiable maniac. And as long as you and your cohorts are loose, you constitute a danger to anyone passing this way. Therefore, it is my duty to exterminate you like the deranged vermin you are.
You chump. Real judges don't turn on their own.
There's only one Judge Dredd.
I'm gonna shoot you down with your own fancy gun. How do you like them onions, huh?
Feel free, meathead. I can take it.
ID not recognized.
Creep is right about one thing. There is only one Judge Dredd. Wasn't him, though.
The charge is jaywalking. How do you plea?
Up yours, Judge.
I'll add verbal assault of a judge to the list. You're in pretty steep. Do you want to continue? Robot gone crazy.
Sky surfers on the attack.
Whoa! You guys pay no mind. I'll handle this one myself. Come on, Judge. Let's see what you got.
No! As you requested, Judge, the super server.
Good. Now stand clear, citizen.
Yes, Judge.
Dredd to control. We have a mid-air rumble. Chester Dog. I want an H-Wagon. Aero units. Pronto.
Be there in 2 minutes, Dredd.
A lot of cans can die in 2 minutes. Gotta take action now.
Judge Dredd, come in.
Yes, Chief Judge.
Has the situation been resolved?
It has.
And what was the motive?
A moment of glory. That's all these punks were after. Heading back to the halls of justice now.
Don't bother. I need you to pack corner 86. It's Hershey. She's gone missing.
Side division. Get me Judge Anderson.
Dredd, this is Anderson. What's up?
Hershey's missing. Judging by the tracks, I'd say she's chasing a robot. Find her, and hurry up.
Don't rush me, Joe. She's being dragged into a tomb of some kind. It's not clear. Meet me by the basin. I'll get a clearer picture. Near as I can figure, an old can by the name of Theo Bade One, a screwball, believed a higher power he called the Guardians called upon him to bury 3 judges in 3 separate sarcophaguses. They were to guard his tomb in the afterlife as he served his masters. So he believed anyway.
You're speaking of him in the past tense. Does that mean he's dead, and we're dealing with a ghost?
Your assumption is half correct. He is dead, but it's not his ghost. It's a small army of robots which were programmed by him years ago. After the first judge was caught and confined to his coffin, when had a fatal heart attack. That's the only way inside the tomb. Come on and help me dig.
I have a better way. Stand back. One of the coffins. Is it her?
Judge Hector went missing 2 years ago. That correlates with what we know. He died screaming, panic-stricken by the isolation and darkness. This place, nothing more than an empty pit, until one unloaded his fortune on it, to make the tomb as his masters instructed.
Let's keep looking.
She's close. Hershey. If you can hear me, Dredd and I are almost there. She's in there. It's unstable. This whole place may collapse.
You get what you pay for.
You all right, Barbara?
I am now, Cassandra. So what's this all about?
An old loony wanted to meet a higher power. Needed 3 judges to guard his tomb.
His robots are trying to complete his mission. But it ain't gonna happen now. We're wiping them out. One's long since deceased. Anderson.
One more. Back the way we entered. Just beneath with you. Judge Trace went missing last week.
I trust that's the end of that. Let's get her out of there.
Wait. She's not in great condition.
Dead?
Yes.
I could have been too. Let's try and stay on the bright side.
Wow, a genie's lamp.
Greetings. I am your genie. Wish for something.
Anything I want?
Anything you want. Now hurry up, will ya?
Hey, okay, how about $1 billion?
Your wish is my command, master.
Chief Judge Atlantis?
Dredd, I need you to visit the welfare vet Garfield Bros. He just moved into a big fancy apartment after his account mysteriously gained 1 billion in credit.
Will do. This is the biggest living quarters I've ever seen. Thanks, Genie.
Now then, won't you wish again, master?
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
I'm offering you anything, and you say you don't know?
Well, I mean, maybe later, but...
You're trying my patience.
Chill, Genie. Garfield Bros, I want to speak to you about your account. Oh, that. Well, Judge, you see, I found a lamp, and inside it was a genie. I just wished for it. Control, this is Dredd. Get a psycho cube warmed up. You don't believe me. There's only one way out of this. Genie, get Judge Dredd out of here. As far away as you can.
Yes, master.
What the? Where the crud am I? Punk did have a genie after all.
Now then, master, won't you wish again?
Ugh, I'm tired of wishing. Can't you just wait till tomorrow?
You only have one wish left. Get it over with already.
One?
Standard 3 wishes. Don't you know that?
No.
Well, then you're stupid. Master.
Garfield Rose. You're under arrest for suspicion in the sudden disappearance of Judge Dredd.
Oh, great. I'm done for. Genie, get me out of here. Someplace they'll never find me.
Yes, master.
Ah, Citizen Bros. May I assume you're responsible for this? No, not here, you idiot. Take me someplace else.
You've had your 3 wishes.
Let's see. I've got you down for kidnap. Not to mention your doubtful acquisition of 1 billion credits.
You sure messed this one up, pal.
Oh, crem. And you can wipe that smirk off your face, creep. You're in this as well.
I was only following orders.
That's what they all say. It's no excuse under the law. Now, do you want your lamp rubbed with a high X? Or do I get my 3 wishes?
Dredd, where the heck were you?
Never mind that, Hershey. I have justice to dispense. Wish number 2. You, Bros. 20 years, ISO Block 5. Be gone.
And for your 3rd wish, oh master,
3 years, creep. No. In your case, better make it life.
Your wish is my command.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Put that knife down.
Here, in a place I do not know. This is a dream. Yes, that's what it is. A fever dream. I will wake up soon and find myself back in the familiar maze of Whitechapel.
A trail of blood coming down the alley. I'll tail it back. Dr. Conroy Shard, dead. And this seems to be his journal. Says he was experimenting with a time transporter. Dredd to control. The assailant is Jack the Ripper. That's far enough, Ripper.
Keep away. You're just a dream. I'll wake up, and you'll be gone.
You'll be gone, chump. That's a chemical tank.
He's toast. No identification. Guess we'll never know who he really was.
Yeah, but we cleared up one mystery. Why Jack the Ripper never killed again. Judge Hunter.
Come with me, Dredd.
What's the charge?
Just come with me.
Haven't you Judge Hunters anything better to do?
The charge is corruption.
I never.
Lie detector says you're lying. This could turn into a long night, Joe. Why don't you talk and make it easy on all of us?
I don't know what's going on here, but someone's gonna pay for this.
Nothing in your clothes. Nothing in his locker either.
What you're doing here is illegal.
So, you think there's a plot against you, eh, Joe? What's the matter? Got a guilty conscience? Committed a few other crimes? That's it, isn't it? A judge just doesn't go rotten. He goes rotten to the core. This is getting us nowhere. I know. We'll just give him some more. That'll loosen him up. Now then, do you want to keep wasting our time? We have other matters to attend to. Who are you really working for?
Dredd.
If that is your real name.
How do you like it?
It's fine.
I hear you're going out onto the cursed earth again.
Escorting heck truckers part way to Mega City 2.
Can I come?
Not necessary.
What the heck? Well, do be careful. It's supposed to storm.
Avalanches in the area, said to be caused by the Raggedy Can. I knew him as a judge. He wore a judge's badge and rode a big Lawmaster bike. He had gone to school with lots of other little judges and learned to fight and shoot and bully. But the Raggedy Can became just a teeny bit too liberal with the day stick, and he was advised that he should go on a long, long walk.
I think we're jammed. It's gonna take at least an hour to repair.
Then you better get to it.
Hey, this was no accident.
What do you mean?
I'm the Raggedy
I didn't invite you. I'm the Raggedy Can. You can't catch me, but I can catch you. As I made my way back to Mega City 1, word got out that the surviving head trekkers didn't make it. They died from the black scab shortly afterwards. Are you F?
Yes, that's me. Fairly Hypercan.
You're a bottle.
I've come to protect your city. Sorry I had to contact you in such a roundabout way, but I'm not due to go public until tomorrow, and I thought it best if we had a quiet chat first just to get things straight.
You had a psycho scan lately, creep? You realize wasting my time is a crime?
Oh, I'm not wasting time. I assure you I am fairly hyper.
Yeah, sure. I bet you got some really good powers too, huh?
Yes, the whole range. Fairly hot vision, fairly cold vision, fairly hyper breath, fairly hyper strength, fairly hyper speed. Oh, and I fly too. Quite well, actually.
You're flying tonight, pal. Come on, I'm taking you in.
Huh, I'd like to see it try.
If I have to go back here, you're gonna regret it. You understand me? Yeah, I thought so. Oh,
I suggest you lower your voice, sir, and you better change that attitude, or I'll be back.
you ready to do some graffiti, partner? No, I think we should call Perp Aid. Oh, you chicken.
Okay, punks. Cans on the ground.
Graffiti artists. I'll handle this, Dredd. Why don't you go back to directing traffic or something? Now for the wind-up. Oh.
Hey, take it easy. I surrender.
Too late. I bet you'll never pick up a spray can again. Taking a break, little buddy, huh? Well, that's okay. Now that I'm here, I'll be taking most of the load off the Justice Department. The way I see it, I'll be handling all major catastrophes, block wars, large-scale Juve rumbles, most armed perps, that kind of thing. There'll still be a place for the judges, of course, helping little old citizens across the road, though I'll be doing a fair bit of that myself.
The only thing you'll be doing is time, creep. You're under arrest for judge assault, among other things.
I really hoped you'd be reasonable about this. Still, I'm sure you'll come around once you've seen the new system in operation. Ciao for now, Judge Dud.
Hey, what are you doing?
You were going 5 miles above the speed limit, scum.
Hypercan, may I have an interview with you?
Sure, citizen.
Tell us, why are you here? Where do you come from? And how do you come to possess such fantastic powers?
Oh, same as any other superhero, I guess. I come from the distant planet Kapak, a high-grav world with a red sun, a doomed world which exploded, leaving me as the only survivor. I arrived here on Earth to find its lower gravity and yellow sun combined to give me fairly hyper powers. I saw that your city had only judges to protect it, and knew immediately that my mission lay here.
Exactly how hyper are you? Can anything hurt you?
Yes, one thing. Green Kapakite. But I'm not going to tell you its name. Anyway, it's almost impossible to obtain, so the chances of it being used against me are fairly remote. Howdy, Judge.
You're under arrest, Hypercan.
Hey, I thought we had sorted this out. You can't arrest me. I'm the city's protector.
That's not your decision to make.
Oh, don't be silly, little buddy. You know your bullets can't hurt me. I'm hyper, remember? Looks like I'm gonna have to put you down, Judge. Then maybe the rest will learn.
Kapakite! You used green Kapakite bullets. Where?
Justice Department keeps a selection of fragments from all known exploding worlds, especially those of which have passed through radioactive dust clouds. We've got a half-ton of the stuff down in the vaults.
That's a pretty unlikely story, isn't it?
Fairly. But then when you come down to it, you're pretty unlikely yourself.
Judge Dredd, why did you sentence Hypercan?
The creep was a menace.
But he was saving lives.
That's beside the point. No one can be allowed to take the law into their own can, even with the best of intentions. He already committed numerous crimes. For the good of Mega City 1, he had to be taken off the streets.
That makes you a can-hole in my book.
That makes you under arrest in mine, scum.
On the 13th of March 2108, Hester Hyman, Franklin Lund, J. William Williams and Rufa Tuttle were shot down in cold blood by the forces of the so-called law and order. They had hurt no one. They offered no resistance. They accepted their fate in the knowledge that each death, each sacrifice is a step in the direction of freedom. The democratic tendency are only the most well-documented example of decent, ordinary citizens, willing to die for a cause they believe to be just. The return of power to the aluminum of the citizens. Gort.
My name is Gort. I used to be your average kind of Joe Sit. Just getting along, keeping my head down, doing my best to stay out of trouble. Sure, I didn't like the way things were. When you can't buck Justice Department, that was my motto. Hester Hyman was my wife. When Hester got killed, it shook me. I didn't even know she was a member of the Democratic Tendency. Why hadn't she told me? What right does she have abandoning us over some harebrained principle? It was weeks before I could think straight, before I could begin to understand why she did it. You see, Hester loved our kids, and she'd never have run out on them if there was any other way. But she looked at this world. She saw our kids growing up in it, turning into cans like us, good for taking orders, doing what we're told. Frightened cans, crushed by the city, crushed by our self-appointed overlords, the judges.
When a good mother must die to change the society her children grow up in, something is badly wrong with that society. We've lived in fear of the judges too long. It's time to stand up and be counted. Democracy. I have here the Charter of the Democratic Tendency. It calls for an end to the tyranny of the judges and an immediate return to democratic principles. It calls for the return of basic freedoms taken away over decades of oppression. Tomorrow at noon we will march upon the Hall of Justice to present the judges with our demands as embodied in this charter. There will be no violence. We will give them no excuse to beat us down with their guns and their day sticks. We will march not with clenched fist of anger, but with the open palm of peace. Yet our demands will sound no less loudly. Power to the aluminum citizens.
Chief Judge Alanis, what is your reaction to the statement of the Democratic Charter Group?
Democracy, it's an old chestnut. There's always some lunatic group dragging it out of the fire. We've tried it before. Believe me, it doesn't work. This fallacy that we're somehow the enemy of the citizens couldn't be more wrong. Why? We're their best friends. If we keep a tight grip on this mega city, it is for their own good. Without us, the city would collapse into chaos and anarchy. It has happened before and I have no intention of allowing it to happen again.
And the march, ma'am?
We are not tyrants. We do not seek to deny our citizens the right of peaceful demonstration. Let them march. As long as they remain within the law, they will be tolerated. Have you been updated on the revolution, Dredd?
Yes, Chief Judge Alanis.
If we allow a dangerous idealized democracy to take a hold on the citizens, we're lost. I consider it the greatest threat to this city since the Apocalypse War. While it would be unwise to come out and openly ban the march, I am authorizing you to take whatever action you deem necessary to ensure it does not succeed.
Does that include exceeding the law?
I want this movement crushed, Dredd. On this one you'll write the law.
I see no point pussyfooting around. Why can't we just slap an order on them?
No, I must agree with the Chief Judge. The Democrats have got this city inflamed enough as it is. You've seen what it's like out there.
Yeah, real quiet.
You are Kenzel Devitek, President of the Sons of the Constitution?
You know I am. This is an outrage.
I found it 2 days ago. A vid-slug charge.
If this is your way of keeping me out of the march, I warn you, the cans won't stand for it.
Don't worry, Devitek. You'll be there. I'll keep you on your feet all night. No food, no water, no sleep. Just in time for the march. Do them good to see their leaders falling by the wayside.
Bit rough on the old creep.
Democracy is a cancer eating at the heart of our society. Any action we have to take to stamp it out, however regrettable, is justified.
Never seen anything like it. Hardly a crime. Hardly a perp in sight. Streets nearly empty. Like they're all staying in. Building themselves up for tomorrow.
There's a ready-made riot. Just waiting to happen. Whether we start it or not, we can't be seen to do so. No, we'll start working on the leaders. Pick them off one by one. But the march goes ahead. We'll use it as a glaring example of the dangers of democracy.
Control to Dredd. Got something on Beth Ann Rosie, the civil rights leader. She's been married 6 times. Thing is, her registered signature is Beth Ann, one word. For some reason, on her second divorce, she signed Beth Ann, 2 words.
Technically, that makes her divorce invalid. And lays her open to 4 counts of bigamy.
We've got 3 of her husbands ready to make a stink. Still working on the current one.
The charge will hold at least until appeal. And it takes her out of the march.
And we keep our hands clean. The citizens aren't going to start rioting when we pick up a 4-time bigamist. Good work. Make the arrest.
Now who could that be?
Justice Department.
Of course it is.
Beth Ann Rosie, you need to come with us.
You were making a mistake.
Apparently, we had her mixed up with another Beth and Rosie. Control has confirmed it.
It's just as well. She's the ringleader. I want her on the march, isolated. Keep working on Gort Hyman. He's the key. We just need a way to turn him. The image, the inspiration that fires the whole democratic movement is that of Mr. Hyman. I intend to destroy that image. I intend to make Gort Hyman portray her.
This is Mega City News. Evidence is emerging that one of the march organizers is not quite what he seems.
Care to comment on the rumor that you collaborated with the Sovs during the last war?
I deny it.
And how do you explain this photograph of you wearing the uniform of our enemy? That was taken at a dance. I was in costume.
Liar!
I know you, Mr. Sov Lover. How many have you sent to Sov firing squads?
But I'm innocent. Liar! I know you too, traitor.
A Justice Department spokesman said no action was being considered against Mr. Phillips. Taken with the lack of opposition to the forthcoming Democratic Charter March, the question must be asked. Are the judges going soft? Are they allowing the freedom of the citizens to be taken just a bit too far?
They've ruined me. I can't go to the march now.
But you never did those things.
It doesn't matter. The mud'll stick. My name's blackened, and nobody wants a traitor on a freedom march.
Citizen Gort Hyman.
What do you want, Dredd?
A little cooperation. You see, Hyman, feelings are running pretty high out there. That speech you made didn't help matters. Unless we calm things down a little, a lot of cans are going to get hurt. That's where you can help.
Say you were to change your mind and come out against the march.
Your late wife acted from the best motives, of course, but now you see that she was misguided. She did not realize the full and disastrous implications of the return to democracy. In future, the Hester Hyman Trust will work for peaceful cooperation within the present judicial system.
You're trying to get me the same way you got Phillips. Well, you're wasting your time. You can't blackmail me. I've broken no laws. I made sure of that.
Yeah, quite a model citizen.
You're so clean I thought of giving you a medal. But then I thought of something better. Their induction orders to the Academy of Law. With such a fine upstanding father, those two boys of yours have got to be first-rate judge material.
No! You can't! Not my boys!
I'm sure your late wife would have been very proud of them.
You're making a mockery of everything Hester stood for. So much for your pretense of justice. You're corrupt, hateful. You'll do anything to get your way, to hang on to your precious power.
Wrong, citizen. I'll do anything to protect this city against dangerous foofs like you.
If only Hester could have seen this chaos she was wishing on all us. Without the judges, this city would become a jungle, a nightmare. I see now I was wrong. I beg you, think again. Don't go on this march of insanity.
Good. How did they get to him?
They had me on my feet all night. I feel ill. Get him a drink.
You and I are the only leaders left now. Can you walk, Kenzel? We need you in the march.
I'll try.
They pulled every dirty trick, but they still can't stop us. Look at this crowd. Too many voices for them to ever silence. Let's go. Forward to democracy.
Activate the sonic cannons.
It's true. It seems the Justice Department are using low-frequency sound waves to unsettle the crowd.
I got a bad feeling about this. Ain't like the judges to stand by. They're planning something. Well, I ain't sticking around. Democracy ain't worth getting my head cracked for.
A strained air of despondency seems to have settled over the crowd. Most of the chanting has stopped. There appear to be a number of cans giving up and moving off. Could it be this cry for democracy is not as loud as the leaders would have us believe? Yes, it's true. The march has halted. Some confusion down there. Leader Kenzel has collapsed.
Kenzel the coward! What kind of march is this anyway? And the leaders ain't even got the guts to go through with it. There's only one way we'll ever get what we want. That's to take it. Right on, democracy!
No, stop. You're playing right into their cans. There must be no violence.
Down with the judges!
This is incredible. The march is erupting into chaos. The judges are being pelted with stones.
Enough. This is a peaceful march.
Was.
Citizens, it is not often a judge has to admit she has been wrong. I now make that admission. Against my better judgment, I allow today's march to go ahead. If the disgusting incidents we witnessed are an example of democracy at work, then I trust every one of you has learned a valuable lesson.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's listen to her. Maybe she's right after all. Maybe we've taken this too far.
Freedom is a fine ideal, but too much freedom is a dangerous thing. Yes, our laws are harsh. Yes, our freedoms are subject to certain restrictions. Not because we want it this way, because it must be this way. This afternoon's events demonstrate only too clearly what happens when we relax our rigid control. If it had not been for the prompt action of my judges, there is no telling what devastation would have been wreaked upon this city. All in the name of democracy. So let me hear no more complaint. Let me hear no voices raised against us. Let me instead hear praise for the true guardians of our freedom. Those stalwart sons and daughters of the Justice Department. And above all, let's remember democracy is dead.
The revolution is over.
You set all this up. It's all your fault.
That's a serious accusation, citizen. Do you have proof?
I don't need it. You're judges, aren't you? You lie and cheat and connive. You do anything to hang on to your precious power.
Any action we take to stamp out ideas like democracy is justified for the good of the cans.
Don't make me laugh. What do you know about what's good for the cans of Mega City 1? Doing things your way, following orders. We live in fear for our lives.
Take her away.
My Grud, you don't understand. You've won this battle, but the revolution isn't over. Oh no, you can beat us with your day sticks, but can't crush our ideals. Freedom and truth, democracy. They all live where you can't touch them. In the hearts of the citizens. And one day they're going to beat you.
Don't make me laugh.